Certainly, like a lot of what Egyptians were doing, maybe with the animals and the mummies and their life in generally, was tremendously linked with afterlife and the idea of the afterlife. So, how can you just explain to us and to the audience more how the idea of afterlife shaped, structures in Egypt, social life, and people's day-to-day activity? And that includes obviously, massive structures like the pyramids that they've built.
Yes, well, that's not a small question you've asked there. Um, but the Egyptians did believe very strongly in an afterlife, but they also believed you could only achieve eternal existence if you had lived a moral life on this earth. So they did have basically the equivalent of the Ten Commandments by which to live. They had a very strong moral code and ethical code. I mean, obviously not everyone followed it. We have all kinds of court reports that talk about people, lying, stealing, cheating, murdering, committing adultery, etc. So, they were human. But they still have the same rules that the monotheistic religions of today have about what is considered acceptable behavior. And the promise there was also, if you do live a good life on this earth, you will live eternally. And for them, it was not just in a spiritual way, but also in a physical way, which is why they mummified bodies, so that your spirit could reanimate your corpse, and your corpse could, in a very physical way, in the afterworld, enjoy food and drink and sunshine. So they believed very much that you had to behave following these rules. And in fact, after you died, your spirit, your soul would go and be tested by different gods, and they would ask you questions, and you had to say, no, I did not lie, I did not steal, I did not cheat, I did not blah, 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 blah. And then, metaphorically or physically, the idea was that your heart would be weighed against the feather of truth. And it had to be in balance. And if it was in balance, if you lived a good moral life, then your soul would be taken and welcomed by the god Osiris into the afterworld, where you would go and live both as a spirit as well as a physical being who could enjoy everything that was delightful.
And is that why they left certain organs like the heart with the mummy to go to that? Yeah, and also they had the mask.
Yeah.
They wore the mask so that the gods would identify the person, so that they would be able to judge them. And certainly, like that gave us a lot of what do you call like the Tots mask, which is like amazing. Guys, thanks so much for watching. Please like the video, subscribe to the channel, follow us on social media. We shall see you next week. Salam.